Okay, this next meteorite, as far as meteorites are concerned, is more of the. Don't worry about that. Okay, the dragon meteorites, the same thing. Spacecraft, they're self-portraits and hand tools, and obviously are a way of showing us what the dragon looks like. Okay, now what we'll do, what I'll do is I'll keep rolling this. And basically, in fact, it's like that. Okay, understand that the army, not even understand that the U.S. government is still trying to control me. So if I jumble up a little bit or get scrambled, understand that the U.S. government is actually listening to people think, and I'm one of those people, mainly because they know that I am aware of, not even, but they know that I have these meteorites in my possession and are actually trying to do their best to cover it up. They're aware of alien presence, and they're trying their best to not let people know that they're out there, mainly because mainly, I don't worry about that. Mainly because they have no control over it. I'm laughing at these. Okay, understand that this shit is not cool. Now, I caught them listening to me think, and I've been doing my best to try and get them to turn the machine off. It is a machine, and they do have the ability to listen to people think. And I caught them listening to me think, and I did my best to try and get them to turn it off. Don't worry about that shit. I did my best to try and get them to turn it off, and I even went as far as writing the FBI and every news agency in New York. You might have heard about it, but if you are aware of somebody listening to you think, or anytime you are in your head thinking about anything, be aware that the government might be listening to you think. And it is a part of a massive government spy program that includes every cell phone, every iPad, and every television on Earth. They use every one of those, including the machinery that I'm speaking of, as far basically to spy on people and try to see what it is that they're thinking about. And if they find something that you think about that they don't like, they have the ability to stump your thought and also erase your memory. Understand that the movie, okay, understand that okay, understood. They have the ability to erase your memory. And that's all you have to know. So be careful about that shit. If you hear anything that you might think is off, as far as a voice or anything like that, understand that the government is listening to you think. And I am doing my best to get them to turn it off. And I've gone ahead and included the FBI in my fight as far as getting them to turn off the machinery. Understand that they are belligerent about it, and they have gone through extreme paces as far as keeping me from getting videos on YouTube, including stealing my accounts. They have done that. I'm in contact with I've gotten in contact, basically got understood with the FBI. I'm working on having them turn off the machinery. It is belligerent, and they are spying on everybody. Understand that, and it does go pretty far. But don't worry about it, because I got this handled. Keep in mind that they are not very... Okay, cool. Don't worry about that. Yeah, he did. He understood. Okay, good. It hit him. Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. I keep this rolling. This next one is a dragon. Obviously, these are all dragon. I'll keep it rolling. This one's a meteorite. Don't worry about that shit. Yeah, okay, cool. This is a meteorite. Obviously, this is the eye, the nose, and the mouth itself. And this is the jawline down here. This is a temple relief, and all of this is machine carved. And the line that runs across here is the trajector, so that the meteorite itself will enter this way. And this actually would dictate what I consider to be point break, and the spot where friction will begin to lessen. I think that's what the intention of that line is for. And this one also is built into the meteorite and is white. Understand that there is also, I believe, to be a layering process. They layer black earth, then they layer white earth, and then they layer black earth, and they compact the shit out of it, and they make a meteorite. I consider it to be black diamond, but I'll go ahead and show you this one real quick. Let me find the angle real quick so you get the idea. Okay, like this. Understand that these are all very intricate. The only real way of seeing the details is to hold it in your hand, and also basically obviously investigate and inspect it. But you can see that this right here is a nose right there. The mouth relief is right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's carved in there. You can see the groove for it. It is carved in there, and the eye is up here. Yeah, and then you can see the groove right here for the eye itself, and the eye is right there. Obviously, this one is an elongated skull, and what I consider to be a dragon. Now, if you notice, the trajector does go all the way around, and it does control the angle of entry and the angle of, basically direction and angle of entry. So you don't have to really worry about that, but it does get pretty complex. And like I said, every one of these is designed. If you notice, there's a perfect groove right there, perfect groove right there, perfect groove right there. Every one of these is designed to not only be a self-portrait and spacecraft, but it's also designed to fit the human hand perfectively, so that if any ancient human were to stumble upon it, they can use it as a hand tool for anything that they might need. And you can even see all kinds of, you have to understand, this thing is absolutely, I'd say absolutely outstanding. And if you got to hold it in your hand, it'd shock you, especially if you were had anything to do with construction, or if you were science-minded. This right here, this piece in itself would shock you. But understand that it is absolutely invaluable, and I consider myself to be extremely lucky to have been able to find it. Well, I'll keep rolling these. You don't have to worry about it because I got you covered.